Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry I wasn't here last week for you, but here I am this week. Welcome to the Wisdom Essential Oils, and I'm Leonie Featherstone, and I do apologise for the croaky voice. Something going on at the moment in the universe, I think. I think perhaps we all need to be more expressive or say more. Speak our truth, because lots of funny things are going on here in my throat each time I come on to do this show. So anyway, welcome if you're new. I'd love you to pop your name in this chat. Hi, Jordan. Say hello. Let me know where you're from, what's going on in your world. Hi, Kerry. For those of you who are new, what I love to do in the Wisdom of Essential Oils is share exactly that, some of the wisdom of our beautiful doTERRA oils. They're the oils that I use and know and love and trust. And also, I love to pick a topic, and today's topic is sense of humor. So we're going to talk about bringing laughter and joy back into our world, because I really feel that's what we need in the world. Hi, John, Colorado. Fantastic. Thank you. Welcome. Hi, Fiona. Jordan, sure. Ask a question. I actually work with the essential oils and share the wisdom of those oils. And you're welcome to request a card, an oil card, and I will share the wisdom of that essential oil and perhaps the message it has for you today. Sure, Fiona, you're on the list. Yes. And what I'd love you to be thinking about is, do you have a sense of humor? When was the last time you had a really good belly laugh? Because, they say laughter is the best medicine. And I don't know if I'm dating myself here or whether you guys are familiar with the Reader's Digest. I grew up in the outback of Australia, so we didn't even have electricity, let alone, TVs and things like that. And so reading was my true source of pleasure. And Mum had this big box of Reader's Digest magazines, and they always had these one section in it called Laughter is the Best Medicine, and it was all these jokes, and some were better than others, but usually by the time you'd read that page, you were having a really good giggle. And have you remembered the time when you had a really good belly laugh and you just felt like all your troubles had just melted away and you just released so much stress and you felt so much better? So I'm going to encourage you all to think about what makes you laugh? What puts you in that real giggly, silly state that you just collapse about laughing and every bit of tension just leaves your body? Because while we're harboring tension, excuse me, it's not healthy on a physical level and it's not healthy on an emotional or spiritual level either. So let me just have a look at my comments. I'm not overly good at multitasking. I kind of get in the moment. So I'm going to just scroll back from time to time and see who's asked for a card and say hello. Hello, Terry. Blessings from Oberlin. Oh, thank you so much. And Kerry, you'd like a card. Kerry Addison. And will I be on the... Jordan, I'm going to put you down for a card and we'll see what the card comes up and what wisdom it has for you. Hi, Juliana. Welcome. How's life over the ditch today? All in beautiful New Zealand. And can you laugh when you do something silly? Yes. And Fiona, watching her daycare kids play with dogs makes her laugh. Yes, children and babies and adults are a wonderful source of laughter. For those of you who don't know, I live in central Queensland in a beautiful rural area, and I love animals and I love nature and particularly trees. And I love watching birds. We've got a bird bath and just watching them. And sometimes I'll see the magpies and they look so serious and they come trotting along and then they'll kind of look around to see if anyone's watching, and then they plonk themselves into the water and have this great old time, and it just makes me laugh. And when I laugh, I feel better. So hot tip of the day, find something to make you laugh. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off and I will draw a card for the collective, and I'm using this beautiful deck, and our card today is outrageous openness. Now, how good is that? Because, I want you to think about being outrageously full of laughter, thinking of something outrageously funny. So what this card is telling us: dear love, open me to your will, release me from my attachments, surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive. So for me, that message fits beautifully today, because so often we we close ourselves off to laughter because we're so weighed down by all the attachments, all the stresses, all the worries we've taken on, the burdens of other people, etc. So I want today to be about release, to be about letting go of control of things that are outside of our sphere of influence, and just coming back into what brings us contentment and peace and joy. So keep telling me what sort of things make you laugh. Your ex makes you laugh, Jordan. It makes you feel alive. Fantastic. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share along the way some oils, some essential oils that you can bring into your daily routines that can help with all of these aspects are going to help you be able to laugh more and enjoy life more. And it's quite interesting because the card that I chose for the collective is Roman chamomile. And I sometimes think that the reason that we aren't laughing and aren't filled with joy is because we don't have a purpose. And pop the note in the chat if you agree with this or disagree. But also tell me, have you worked out what your purpose is? Because without a purpose, we're kind of like that little, ship on the river without a rudder. We don't really know direction. We're just kind of like floating across to this side, floating across to that side, feeling out of control of our life and losing our joy, losing our ability to laugh. Excuse me. So let's talk about Roman chamomile. Roman chamomile is a very small, it almost looks, it looks vulnerable, I guess. It looks this tiny little flower and it's a ground cover, but it's really resilient. And it'll just, if left to its own devices, it'll just spread out wherever it wants to go. So it's quite resilient. You can actually step on it and, it'll bounce back. So it makes a good ground cover for you gardeners out there. I'm not a gardener, just saying. But what Roman chamomile, what Roman chamomile is teaching us is that we can be strong. We can seek out our purpose, and it is our right to do so. And it's about finding what makes us happy, finding what gives us direction. So bring Roman chamomile into any of your meditation practices where you're asking the question, why am I here? What is my purpose? What direction do I need to take? And so for a lot of people who are lost, Roman chamomile is a really great oil to go to. And the message from Roman chamomile is there is a path waiting just for you. Open your heart and mind so you can use it on your journey to fulfillment. And the statement that Roman chamomile invites us to bring into our world is, I do what I love. Because when we do what we love, we are on fire. We have that true direction in life. And then we allow more joy and more laughter to come into our world. So that's the card for the collective today. So let me just check back in here. Hi, Julie. Welcome. Hello, Danny. Danny, I'll pop you down a card. I actually draw cards and then we'll look at the message of the oil for you. So if any of you, anyone else has just popped on, just put card, like a card or something in there, and I will draw one for you. Terry, Roman chamomile, I will see if I can write as I speak. ROMANCHMOMILE. Just checking that I'm spelling that right. No, I'm not sure. It might go through, but anyway, ROMAN. That's Roman, and then CHAMOMILE. Okay, so I'm going to start drawing cards for you, but I want you to think about this. Happiness, laughter, that's your right in this world. If you desire to manifest happiness and laughter into your current reality, it's as simple as making the choice to do so. It's that simple. Once you make a decision, it's almost like you stop letting go of the past and what's holding you back, and you start moving, and your antennae are up and operating, and you're looking for instances and opportunities to have fun and enjoy and laugh. So one thing that I've learned through my own experiences and my research and my mentors is that happiness is not a future destination. It's the journey of now. Joy is in the journey. So rather than thinking, well, when I get to this, I'm going to be happy, or when I get to that, I can relax and have a good laugh. No, find moments to do that all the time. Joy is in the journey. And I think what is great about knowing that it's a choice is that we take 100% responsibility then. And it's like, we're not waiting for anyone else. We're not waiting for that knight in shining armor. It's now. We have the power. We can create the world that we want. Okay, so let me just come back here. Joanne. Okay, fantastic. Joanne Primer. Hello, welcome. And Julie R. And Selena, happy birthday, Selena. If my voice wasn't so croaky, I'd sing you happy birthday. Or I might spare you all that. Okay, so let's start off today. Michelle, my good friend Michelle, has requested a card. By the way, I'm streaming into several different places. So if you see me talk to people, I'm not, I don't have multiple personalities. There's people on the other platforms. I'm seeing their comments. So Michelle, I'll write down the oil that I choose, and if any of you want to then come back to me and ask me what that is, I can let you know. Also, my mission is to help you get these oils into your life. I've been using doTERRA essential oils for 10 years now, and I'm just blown away by the changes that we've brought about in our life and the thousands upon thousands of lives that I and my beautiful doTERRA family have been able to touch with these oils and the changes that they brought to them. And my mission is to empower others to be the best they can be. And I love these oils. They're like my aromatic platform to reach out to you and be able to make a difference in your life. I'm not just about flogging oils. I'm about sharing information, being your oily guide and nurturing you on this journey. So if you have an interest in essential oils and not already being looked after by a doTERRA person, reach out to me. I would love to take you on this journey with me and help to connect with the oils that are going to have meaning for you and influence your life and bring about the wellness changes that you want to make. I'm also looking to partner with people who want to do what I do and bring this into your life as either an additional business or something that could be your total business or a part-time business, because I want to oil up the world and I can't do it on my own. And for those of you who maybe want to start the journey, great news, there's 25% off our starter packs until the end of April. So reach out and let me know. Now, I'm having a little bit of an issue here with Facebook. I hope you're still, can you just let me know if you can still hear me or you're still with me, because I'm getting little messages saying it's having trouble getting through. But yeah, Terry, I'll come back to you and actually type that in send you a message, because there's something going on with Facebook at the moment. So, okay, so I want to come back to my friend Michelle. Michelle, your card is our Ice Blue blend. Great, thank you, Kerry. Ice Blue blend. And it does not want me to talk to you today. So Ice Blue is for those of you who don't know, it's a beautiful blend of oils, wintergreen and helichrysum and blue tansy and all these beautiful soothing oils. So if you've got any creaky joints, you've been doing a bit too much running or lifting and you're finding it you need some soothing, this is the blend for you. So Michelle, perhaps you are in a place where you feel like you've got to control everything, you've got to fix everything. Well, Ice Blue is just asking you to just take a step back and breathe. And rather than focusing on why is this pain here, why is this painful issue here, let's just look at the lesson behind this. And the message for you is lift yourself above your life situation and observe as a witness. Understand that you are so much more than the story you are currently living. And so often with painful situations, Michelle, we try and either run away from them, or we try and sort of almost feel victimized by them. For you, this is about just hovering up and seeing, what is my lesson here? What is my lesson? And also knowing that you have a warrior spirit within that can rise above that painful situation, and you can learn from it and make positive adjustments to move forward. So your message, you've heard your message, and the statement for you, Michelle, is I am willing to learn from this. So I hope that has relevance to you. So thank you for letting me know that you guys can hear me. That's awesome. So Fiona, I want to go on to Fiona. And we'll see what card we've got for you. And then I want to talk also about a few other things about joy and happiness and what we can do, because I always like to bring in some practical ideas for having a good laugh or whatever the topic of the day is. So Fiona, you have drawn, and that's interesting, it's another oil blend that we often use for painful situations. And it's something that if I have a lot of head tension, I tend to roll this one up all over the back of my head and just give myself a good head massage. So it's past tense, Fiona, that you have. So maybe you're feeling a bit depleted right now. Maybe you're feeling like the tank is empty. What past tense is wanting you to do is to release. So you might be feeling like your tank is empty, but it might be that you've just filled it up with all of this other stuff that needs to be released. So your message is, dear one, it is time to settle. Create a sacred place where you can be. And in that place of rest, healing will unfold. And so allowing that tension to flow away, allowing everything that doesn't serve you, letting go. It might be activities, Fiona. It might be something you've taken on that you really don't need to take on. Past tense is just allowing you to let it go and to allow positive flow back into your life. And your statement, Fiona, is, I nurture myself. So I hope that feels good for you. Okay, Jordan's back. Did I do? Hello, Wendy. How wonderful to have you on here, my beautiful friend in the US. Wonderful, wonderful. So what we're doing today, we're talking about the wisdom of essential oils. And our topic is sense of humor. And I love it when I get together with Wendy, when we were able to go over to the States, and we'd have a really good laugh. I love to laugh. So it's about finding things that can bring you joy to laugh at. I'm a great example for myself. I'm always doing things. And here's something for you all to laugh at. I actually broke my glasses. So I'm sitting here doing a show with one-winged glasses because when I was down the paddock the other day, see, being a bit wonky in sight, I have long-distance glasses, but then when I want to take photographs, I've got to take them off and put my short-sighted ones on. And I ripped them out of my shirt and broke off the arm. So you can have a bit of a giggle at me with my lopsided glasses today, but I'm always doing things to make myself laugh. But if you find that you're struggling, well, again, we've talked about Roman chamomile helping you to find your purpose, but what about bringing in some black spruce? Because often, while we're not really in the moment and enjoying life, it's because we're feeling disconnected from who we feel we really are here to be. Maybe you feel like you're playing small. Do you ever have that thought? So black spruce, bring black spruce in. You can diffuse this. You could add it with some citrus to give it some nice zing. Put it in the diffuser. You could put black spruce into a nice aromatic dressing. And by that, I mean add it to some fractionated coconut oil. Maybe add it to another oil that you just smell and maybe makes you feel really loved. Maybe some rose. And use that to rub all over your body. That would be a beautiful nurturing practice to restore you, to ground you, and to also just help you to let go of any limiting beliefs that are disconnecting you to your true purpose. So black spruce is a good one. And if you think about the trees, I love trees. Trees are always good to bring in when you're feeling a bit, like needing a bit of grounding, because you think about it, trees are in the moment. Their roots are deep to the ground. Their branches might be swaying, but they aren't going anywhere. And that's a great message for us. And something that I love to do and love to share is that we all have the ability to listen to nature and to take on board the messages it gives to us. I love going down to the farm and I'll just sit there and I'll watch the trees and I'll watch the birds and I'll think, what is this teaching me? What is that bird? When I watch birds, little birds that are actually quite vulnerable because there's lots of bigger predators around, they'll be chirping and swinging on the leaves and swinging on the branches, and they're still finding joy. They're still kind of laughing. They're laughing with life. And if they can do it, why can't we? So let me look at what some of you are saying. Carrie, I've woken up after going to sleep in the afternoon and thought it was the next day, thought I missed alarm, went to work, found out that it was still the same day. Yes, and you're panicking, and then you have a good laugh at yourself. So laughing at ourselves is a really good place to start. So I want to do a card now for Kerry. Thank you for sharing that, Kerry. Love to hear what you do. Julie understands about my glasses. Well done. I'm just destined. I've already lost a pair of glasses down the paddock. So I went to Specsavers the other day and I have 2 pairs coming. Watch this space. Okay, so Kerry, you've drawn tangerine. Now this is great. I've actually added this into our blend for today. Tangerine is a beautiful citrus. It's very much about, you smell tangerine and it's just going to really stir up that spontaneity, that willingness to just have a go, to be in the moment, to laugh, to live. And it just kind of, you feel that bubbling up within, that joy starts to bubble up. And so your message from tangerine is, maybe right now, Kerry, you're thinking, oh my gosh, my to-do list is so long. I have so much to do. Well, just let's put that aside for the moment. Let the burdens of responsibility go in this moment and look at your world with the eyes of a child. Remember when you were a little girl, Kerry, and you didn't have any worries when you were really young, and all you were probably thinking about was having fun or the next meal or whatever it was. And I think we can all do well to go back to that inner child moment, those young child moments, because that's when we probably experienced a lot more freedom than we do today. So let those burdens go, Kerry, and your statement is, I am playful. So bring some tangerine in, pop it in the diffuser. Maybe you want to bring that into an aromatic dressing at night. Just remember with citruses, my friends, if you are going to use citruses on your body, they do have that photosensitive aspect to them, so it's best not to put them on when you're going to go out into the sun. If you are, put them where the sun doesn't shine, and I'm being polite, I mean put them underneath your, aromatically dress under your clothes, or do it maybe in the evening before, after you've had a shower, and then you've got at least 12 hours before you go out into the sun. So that's our tangerine. Maybe pop in the chat, what's stopping you from having a good laugh? I find I was doing this with Farmer Green last night. I went on to it popped up on YouTube, and it was actually Bob Irwin over in America on an American show, showing all the wildlife and bringing out all these different animals. And one of the other guests was just absolutely petrified, and it was hilarious. He was petrified, but not in a terrible way. He was laughing as well. And just watching it, we were just laughing and laughing, and it really probably wasn't that silly or funny, but it's so good. I want to encourage you to just laugh, laugh, laugh. You will find that a lot of your cares will go away. And what happens when you laugh and you're releasing all that tension, your body, your structure starts to get into the right place, and your organs is compromised, and your breathing will flow more. And that has this flow-on effect for overall wellness. So let's go on to Jordan. Jordan has requested a card, and Jordan's from the US as well, from Colorado. Welcome. Thank you for hopping on with us, sharing the wisdom of oils. I've got some wonderful oils to talk to you about today. Jordan, you have chosen the king, frankincense. Wow. Over here, we affectionately know frankincense as Frankie Boy. So frankincense is something I often say, if I was only allowed one oil, I would have frankincense. He has such broad spectrum abilities on a wellness level, but on an emotional level, it's so powerful for connecting us to the divine without and the divine within. So frankincense is an oil that really helps us to let go lower vibrations, Jordan. So, whatever is going on around you at the moment, bring Frankie in. I love putting any of the tree oils with citrus or a flower. So you may have your preferences, but frankincense on its own is beautiful as well. You can diffuse it. You could add it into an aromatic dressing. Just so many ways of using it. It's very calming to the central nervous system, very soothing to our skin, very regenerative to our skin. So Jordan, there's many, many uses here for you. But one of the benefits of using essential oils is that they help us to slow because we stop to smell. So these are what we call our personal diffusers. I like to put oils on the heel of my palms, rub them together, make a tent around my nose, close it off, and then inhale in. And just in that moment of setting some intentions or asking some questions of your inner wisdom and the wisdom from divine to give you the answers, and then being still to listen. So frankincense is a beautiful oil to bring in, Jordan, for that practice, or just for some meditation or some inner stillness and reflection. So frankincense is also like a big, strong sentinel just surrounding you and taking care of you, a protector, Jordan. You're not alone. You are not alone. You are never alone. And your message from frankincense, Jordan, is, dear child, you are safe and loved as you continue on your journey of self-exploration. So this message sort of brings together what I was saying before about use this as a time to go inward and reflect. And this is the tricky part, Jordan. When something comes up, do not discount it. This is where journaling is really powerful. Just jot down what thoughts come up. No judgment. Oh, that's silly. That's not true. No, I can't do that. Just jot down what comes up for you and then reflect upon that. And your statement, Jordan, is, I am one, all that is. And this is the beautiful thing, my friends. We are all one. And the more certain reason why we all need to be well. We all need to bring more wellness, mind, body, spirit, holistic wellness into our world and send that out, because we are all connected. My mission in life is to, empower others to be the best they can be, but I need to be the best I can be too. So I'm always on that constant path of improvement and wanting to send out love and healing and hope to other people. And that will come back to me as well. So, trees, yes, you can have one too. I love your name because I love trees. So trees, I'm in Australia, and this applies to Australia. Yes, I'm sorry, Australia and New Zealand. And we do have other offers. So if you are we're a global company. So if you're interested, I can certainly connect with you and let you know what's going on in your region at the time. Now, I had someone else in here that just popped in from New Zealand. So I'm just going, oh, yeah, Therese, you are in Auckland. That's right. Yeah, so that can apply to you as well. So I want to go on to Danny. Is it Danny? Let me just check so we can keep talking about oils that are have meaning to you. Yes, Danny, I have got that right. Sometimes I write things down so quickly I can't read them. The reason to either laugh at myself or scold myself. I'm not sure which one. Okay, so... Danny, you have another beautiful blend. It's often used in yoga practice, and this one is called Align. So think about what that means to you, that word align. Are you in alignment with your truth? Are you in alignment with your destiny, your purpose? So it's all about bringing you back to your center, bringing you back to your core. And so what you might be feeling right now is you might be conflicted, you might be unsure about what your journey is, you might be, do I go this direction? Are you feeling a bit pulled? This is just trying to bring you back to your center, to your truth, and being able to stand in your truth and walk the path that you desire. And so your message, Danny, is your focus needs to turn within to reflect on stories that are not true for you. Because maybe you've been listening to what other people are telling you, or maybe the shoulds. You ever have any shoulds turn up and you're like, oh, I should do that because. So look within and just reflect upon that. And you will know when we are still and we tune into our body, we know what feels right. We know what is not really in alignment. And so the message from Align for you, Danny, is that love is the way through. Love for yourself here. Go within, listen, be still, and see what comes up for you. And I'd suggest having pen and paper on hand for you would be powerful too, because it's noting down all those little thoughts, comments that pop up, and then reflecting on them and going further with them. So your true statement that you can bring in while using this oil, Danny, is, I am true to my highest self. I hope that resonates with you. I think sometimes, and I hope those of you that are listening to messages for other people, that you maybe can start asking yourself similar questions. I think that's a really good one. Am I in alignment with my true purpose? Do I even know what my true purpose is? And bringing in those beautiful oils like frankincense and black spruce and um, Manuka is one that I wanted to talk about, particularly with my Kiwi friends on here today. Manuka, apologies if you say it differently. I'm not quite sure of the correct pronunciation. I've had told a couple of ways, Manuka. But it's such a beautiful oil, and I put it on today. I just felt called to put it on. It is just, I know that our beautiful Maori friends use it for healing in all different aspects. And so on a physical level, it's kind of one to have in your toolkit at all times because we do live in interesting times where we need to protect ourselves physically. And so this is something I would have, particularly with winter coming on, to bring it in. Beautiful in a rub for your chest. Beautiful if you have any scrapes or cuts. It's just so multi-purpose. But it's, the belief is that Manuka is given to us. It's a gift from above to bless humanity. And when you look at all its different uses, you can certainly see that. But the aroma is just beautiful. And it helps us to raise our vibration because, my friends, we really need to do that. We need to let go of fear. We need to let go of the stories that are coming from without and decide for ourselves what is our truth, what is our path to be. Are we to live in fear? That's just devastating to your whole wellness. So, choose your path. Choose what you allow into your sight, into your hearing, into your world, because you decide. We can create our own reality. And yes, there can be challenges, hardships going on, but we can decide who and what is allowed into our inner sanctum. And when we work on our inner sanctum to strengthen that, and to love on ourselves and to then send that love out, we can be a great force for healing. And so bring Monica into your world. I really recommend you do that because it is so, so powerful. It's an ancient oil that has been gifted to us to use for good and has a beautiful, beautiful energy to soothe the heart. So where was I? So, Monica, so I want to move on to Joanne, a card for Joanne. Let's have a look. What can we bring to you today? Have you come up with any other ways to make you laugh? On that note, I just want to share with you that, they are difficult times, and I'm just looking at myself looking so crooked with my glasses. They are challenging times, and like many of you, I'm sure you have friends who are going through really dark times. And what I've done for many of my friends is I text them a joke a day. It might be just some silly joke that I found or something, a funny meme I will send through to them just to give them something, even if it just gives them a little bit of a smile to take their mind away from where they are. So they're things we can do to help those around us or even ourselves. Okay, so I want to move on to Joanne. And Joanne, your oil today is the beautiful rosemary. Wow. Many of you will think of rosemary in cooking, and yes, these beautiful oils, many of our doTERRA oils are food safe. So I use them extensively in my cooking instead of herbs, into food flavoring, into my dips, the citruses I love to add into my icing and into my cakes and my cookies and things. So there's so many different ways, and this is what I love to do when I guide you on your oily journey is find out what you're interested in. You might be into DIY cleaning. I can guide you into how you can stop shopping in the smelly aisles of the supermarket, save yourself money, and just go back to some of the basics and introduce our really powerful cleansing oils into your cleaning products of, just some vinegar or some baking soda, and save yourself a heap of money and rid your house of all those toxic aromas. But coming back to rosemary, often people think about that for remembrance, and you might have heard that it's very good for stimulating memory. And yes, there's those aspects as well. So let's look at it for Joanne. I'll just better write that down, Joanne, so I remember. And rosemary is also, Joanne, about wisdom. So perhaps right now you are feeling like you can't quite grasp something, or something's not making sense to you. So rosemary is also about clearing the mind and giving you clarity and helping you to see that bigger picture. And so rosemary, again, you could use it in the diffuser. If you are studying, it's great to pop in there. Peppermint and lemon, rosemary make a great combination for helping, to sharpen the mind, the focus, and bring that sort of clarity to whatever you're doing. So I'm not quite sure what's going on in your world right now, but rosemary would be good to bring in there. And your message from rosemary, Joanne, is you are moving towards a deeper level of understanding, from knowledge to wisdom. Take time to absorb the lessons. And here's the thing, we often hear that saying, Joanne, that knowledge is power. Well, it's not really. It's only when you understand the knowledge and you apply it. So rosemary is asking you to go into that place of just having that knowledge, to actually absorbing, what does this mean to me? What is going on right now? And what is this meaning? What is the lesson for me? And how can I then take that wisdom of that lesson and apply it into my life to bring about a happier picture for me? So your statement to dwell on is, I see the bigger picture. Bring rosemary in and use it to help reinforce that you do see the bigger picture. You're doing a bachelor degree in teaching. How about that? Wow. Oh, great. Yes, we actually work a lot with our beautiful Thermomix consultants, because it's amazing. It's amazing. I actually bought a Thermomix about 18 months ago, and I just love it. I love it. And I do all my, when I'm making chocolate, and I just mix it all up and put my essential oils in there, and it's just great. So there's so many wonderful tools that we can bring in with their physical tools, emotional tools, etc. I'm always saying we need a great big life toolkit. And it's designed, it's tailor-made for each of us. And you pop into that toolkit, the people, the mentors, the books, the tools like essential oils, or whether it's a Thermomix. And on the Spiritual Events Directory page, which is where I'm streaming as well today, there are so many beautiful people in there. And I want to give a big shout out to Jess Beard. Jess pops in and does her show in my slot for me when I'm away out of town or something's going on. And she's just a beautiful individual, and she teaches about the archetypes. I'm going to actually do some work with her to learn about those. So, tap into these different resources and pop these people into your toolkit as well. So let's move on to, my glasses don't want to stay on my head today. I look down and they fall off. Okay, so we've now got Julie. Julie, okay, so your card today, the oil for you, Julie, is Cassia. Cassia is about just restoring that inner confidence, and sometimes we knock ourselves, Julie, or something might have happened, and we allow it to dent our confidence. We allow the outside forces to dictate who we think we are. Really, you haven't changed. You are still the Julie you always were. And so maybe you're thinking right now, I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I don't have the skills, etc. Well, Cassie is saying, stop. And the message from Cassie is, step forward and be the bright light that you are. Serve your purpose to the world by sharing your amazing gifts. Okay, so Cassie is really warming. Cassie is a really warming oil. So think about that, warming you, strengthening you, giving you that courage to step out with confidence, to take your place in the world and do what you are meant to do, to shine your gifts. Shine brightly, because your gifts can help other people to shine the light on their gifts. So that's your oil. And your statement, Julie, is, I am a light. And so as the light, we need it to be bright. Whatever has dimmed your light, Julie, now is the time to say, enough. I am a light and I am going to shine. And you're going to shine bright, girl. Just a little funny story about Cassia, a funny story about me. Cassia is a very hot oil, but it's actually quite sweet, so it's wonderful in your baking. And but I actually am quite pedantic about having all my oils in alphabetical order. And one night I went to bed and I thought, I'm just going to put some cedarwood with my lavender piece tonight to help me really get a deep sleep. And so I didn't even look. I grabbed the oils and I went and I turned the light off and I sat on the edge of the bed and I put the lavender piece in the palm of my hand and some cedar wood, what I thought was cedar wood, rubbed it, and then I applied it all over the back of my neck and up the back of my head. And then I got the aroma, and I'm thinking, that does not smell like cedar wood. And then I'm like, I got really hot under the collar. And I got hot under the collar because what I'd actually, not because someone had messed up my oils, because cassia is a really hot oil. And I just felt all this heat going woof, all the way up the back of my neck. So the moral, I had a good laugh at myself after that, because I really shouldn't have relied on the oils being in the order they are. I should have taken the caution to check someone had put them in the wrong order. So note to self, always look carefully. But cassia is a beautiful oil. I want to bring in some other oils to help with the laughter. So I love Citrus Bliss. Citrus Bliss is a blend, and it has wild orange, lemon, it's got tangerine, bergamot, grapefruit, and it's a really beautiful cocktail of citruses with a little bit of vanilla in there. And what it is, we often refer to it as the oil of creativity. For those of you into the chakras, the energies, it's working with the sacral chakra. So it's like that center of creativity. And quite often when we're feeling a bit restricted and we don't know what our purpose is, we're not feeling joyful. We don't, because we're not doing what we're meant to do. Maybe our creativity has been shut down. And so I want to invite you to bring some Citrus Bliss into your life and just get that creativity flowing and joy and the laughter back into your world, because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to laugh. So we have Tree, I have got you down, and we have got, is it Selena? Selena, let me just check. I don't like calling people the wrong name. Do we have Selena? Let's just say we do. I can't see it on here. Selena, are you there? Okay, well, I'm going with Selena. We have bergamot. Just mentioned bergamot and I pull it out. So again, this is all really tying together, because often why we're not laughing, we're not relaxed, is because, we feel like we're not enough. And bergamot's a really beautiful citrus oil that is here to say you are enough. And it's wanting you to expand the way you're looking at yourself. So, Selena, you may be just seeing yourself through the eyes of maybe something that's happened in the past. And please remember, what you were yesterday what your life was yesterday is not what it needs to be tomorrow. You have that choice. You can change. You can bring out all those gifts and talents you have and put them into practice and be the person you're destined to be. But so often we just sort of look back and go, oh, well, that I failed at that, or that didn't work out. And that's who we feel we are going to be forever. No. So Bergamot's message to you is, your tender heart is in need of care. Know that your body is here to help you experience a miraculous life. Embrace it. Live it, take it full on, and enjoy it. And so bergamot is very much about asking you to love yourself, Perhaps a little visualization would be to look at yourself as a little 2-year-old and treat yourself as if you would that little 2-year-old. Give those little falls when they fall over. When your little 2-year-old falls over, you give yourself a little kiss and a cuddle and say, there, it's okay. You can get up, you can walk again, and treat yourself like that, Selena. And that way you will step back into your power, and you will walk forward in love with yourself, and you will be able to live the life that you are destined to live. Because we are all put on this earth to blossom and grow and be amazing, magnificent beings. And so often little things have come along and stunted our growth. And we need to heal those little stunted bits. And we need to release the toxic thoughts and emotions that are holding us back to go out there and blossom and live the magnificent life we're destined to live. So, okay. So, Selena, I did have that right. Great. So I'm going to do, let me just see. Lisa loves Earl Grey tea. Carrie, the oil I was talking about just then, Carrie, was bergamot, if that's what you're meaning. Fantastic. If anyone else would like me to draw a card for you, pop your name down and I will do that, but I'm going to go on to trees. Trees has been very patient. And for those of you who have just hopped on, yes, I do know my glasses are crooked. Today's topic is sense of humour, so you can have a laugh on me because I snapped the arm of my glasses. Okay, so Therese, you've drawn one of our blends, and it is a pulse smart and sassy. It's kind of like we call our metabolic balancing blend. So it's got cinnamon in there and lemon. It's got ginger and peppermint and did I mention cinnamon? I think I did. Yeah. So all of these oils are in there to help with your digestive system and your to help with your metabolism. But it's very much on an emotional level an oil helping us to reveal and own our own self-worth, honoring our body, honoring this vessel, but also honoring the inner vessel as well. So maybe right now, Trish, you don't have a very high opinion of your body, yourself, maybe. And when I say that, you might be like, oh, no, I don't. But just remember, sometimes it's our subconscious. Our subconscious has a lot of control over us. And maybe if you listen, we all need to listen to our self-talk. Are we waking up every day and saying, I am magnificent, I'm amazing? So, or are we going, oh, you idiot, what'd you do that for? Oh, that's silly, why did you do that? And our subconscious can be quite sensitive and it just takes all this to heart. So, Trees, maybe just have a little listen to the self-talk. That would be just something to think about. And the message for you from Smart and Sassy is please be gentle and love yourself. Provide your body-mind with what it truly needs to carry you on your journey. So think about what you're feeding your body physically. Think about what you're feeding your mind. What are you allowing in? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Is it what is truly going to serve you? Is it what you truly desire? So have a think about that and know this. Your message, Trees, is I am a miracle. So I hope that resonates with you. Okay, Melissa would like one as well. All right, Melissa, we'll get to you in just a moment. And Carrie, okay, I want to share. I always create a blend for the topic, and I also then make an affirmation because I love aromatic anchoring. And that is when you get your oils and you're using them to take a moment to breathe, but also to either ask a question or have some words that are meaningful to you that kind of anchor in that aroma and the overall effect or the message that you're trying to give to yourself, or the request you're making out to the universe, or the gratitude you're expressing to the universe. And so today I've grouped a whole heap of citruses. I put in green mandarin, which is very much about helping us to really see our true potential. Green mandarins are harvested before they are actual edible mandarins, but the oil that they provide for us is incredible. So think about that. Something that would normally be taken off the tree, thrown away to make room for other mandarins to get the nourishment and grow to ripen, is now being harvested, and this beautiful oil. So are you harvesting your true potential? Wild orange, the oil of joy and abundance. It's just like joy bubbles in a bottle, as some of my colleagues say. It's just vibrantly alivening. I don't even know if that's a word, but when we get wild orange, it's just helping us to see that there is abundance in life and let go of trying to control where it all goes. Just know there's enough for all of us. Tangerine, we've already talked about. It's that spontaneity. It's the cheerfulness that we want to bring in so we can laugh. And then I want to bring in cypress, which is about letting go. It's about motion and flow. Let go of what is not serving us. Let go of trying to control that which we have no control over. Let's focus inward on what we can control. And then I want to bring in some pink pepper. Pink pepper is so warming. It's so soothing. It's great for adding into any joint rubs, etc. But pink pepper is about inviting us to stop judging ourselves so harshly. Let go of comparison. My friends, comparison is the thief of joy. We are all unique. Our body chemistry is unique. Our set of tools, our set of unique characteristics they are unique. So why do we think we need to compare ourselves with others? Sure, look at others and be admiring and think, well, maybe I could take a little bit of that and apply it to me. But apply it to me. Don't try and be a copycat of anybody else, because you'll never succeed. Let them do them and you do you. So pink pepper's there to stop that comparison. So when we put all that together, it's a beautiful, warming, inspiring, uplifting blend. So you can put that in your diffuser and really inhale that. And the affirmation that I created for that, for me, and you're welcome to use it, but it's often better when you just tweak it and make it your own with your own words, is I release fear. I embrace fun. I live life fully. I laugh, I love, I live. Because when we do that, we have room for laughter. We find more to laugh at, and we find more to be joyful about. So that's the blend for you today. And then I'll go on to Melissa, a card for Melissa. Draw a card for Melissa. Okay, what have we got for you, Melissa? Oh, we have a beautiful blend. I was actually teaching a class yesterday on pampering, and this blend is normally one we would use as almost like a serum. And I was getting the girls to put it on their hands because we did little hand pamperings and massage it into their hands. And it's called Celubel. Beautiful, has some really high-powered oils in there like frankincense, just really nurturing and healing for the skin. But it's very much on a spiritual level. It's very much connecting you. It's very much opening you up to all that is around you. So Melissa, I'm just going to write this down before I forget. So Melissa, maybe you are feeling a little disconnected right now from the whole picture, the mind, body, spirit, the greater picture in life. Celubel's inviting you to get back in touch, to really connect. And this is your message. It'd be beneficial for you to spend time in quiet contemplation. You need to reflect within to find the answers you seek. See, here's the thing. The answers always lie within, but we're just too busy being busy. We need to go to a quiet place, create your own sanctuary. That might be a corner of your room. It might be like me down in the paddock, just with nature, listening to the cattle munching and the birds chirping. I love that. But whatever your sanctuary is, just go to a quiet place, and ask a question, and then just listen. And again, journal it, because you'll forget if you don't, usually. Journal it, and then you can reflect on what you journaled later. But spend that quiet time. All those beautiful, powerful oils within the Celubel blend will help you to come to that place of quiet, that place you can feel the peace, and you can ask the questions and hear the answers from your inner wisdom that are connected with the outer wisdom. It all blends as one, and you will find those answers. So the statement that you need to just reflect on and tell yourself is, everything is connected. I am connected. So that's for you, Melissa. Another oil I'm thinking there for all of you to help with that connection too is vetiver. Vetiver is actually a grass with very long roots into the ground, and it's very fine roots, and sometimes they get all tangled up together, so they have a really firm grasp on the soil. And when they actually pull out vetiver, they've really got to bang it a lot to get all the dirt out of those entangled roots, because they go so deep down. So on an emotional level, vetiver is great because it's helping us to go right to the root of our emotional issues, or get in touch with our core. And so bringing in some vetiver would be really great for connecting you guys as well. And me, I love vetiver. I love actually adding it into a sleep blend, because it's really centering. It's very good for bringing us to a place of stillness. Okay, Carrie, let's go on to Carrie before we run out of time. You love vetiver, Christy? Great. Trees, yes. Wholesale, yes. I'll message you, and we can get you with a wholesale account. That's what I do for everybody. I love setting you up with wholesale accounts, so you get the best price. You pay exactly what I pay, and then I'm here as your guide to help you get the best value out of every oil that you bring into your family, and make the most of your account. So, wow, what a beautiful oil for you, Carrie. It's peppermint. And peppermint is just that. It puts a pep in your step. It's really a potent oil, wonderful for circulation, awesome for digestion, and so many other things. It's also wonderful if you have any creaks or aches and pains, just helping to soothe. It's a great soothing oil. However, on an emotional level, peppermint is wonderful for just bringing us, we often call it the oil of the buoyant heart. It just lifts us. It lifts us out of where we are at that moment to be able to maybe think clearly, to deal with what's going on around. But here's the thing, my friends. When we kind of put everything on hold for a while that's causing us pain or issues, we need to go back and address it because it needs to be dealt with. But when you need that little bit of respite, peppermint is a really good oil to help us just lift above it for the moment. So Carrie, peppermint is helping you. Maybe if you're feeling a little bit stuck right now, just weighed down, not really sure where to go, what to do, so you're just immobile. Peppermint is a great oil. It's just inviting you to start moving. And I think that's a powerful thing with when we think about emotions, emotion. We need to move. There needs to be movement. The more we shut down, the more we slow down, the more we just basically shut ourselves down. And we're unable to think, we're unable to go forward, and we can actually go further back into a depressed state. So whether it's just moving outside, getting a bit of fresh air, moving back inside, then going to the letterbox, just taking small movements at first. And the same thing with life, with taking that step towards that goal, just take a little step, Carrie. So your message, Carrie, is allow yourself to float up above any thoughts or emotions and see what is needed for you. See what is needed for you to process them, and then that will allow you to move forward. Bite by bite, the load is light. And so think about this, reflect on this, Carrie. I am filled with possibility. When we come up with a positive statement to reflect on, the brain just starts going and thinking of more positive pathways. So keep that in mind. Use your peppermint, diffuse it, put it in the palm of your hand, inhale it. It's great for clearing your airways, clearing your mind, and clearing your heart. So that one's there for you. Oh gosh, we've only got 3 minutes to go. Bring in some tree oils, guys. Arbor vitae is a beautiful oil to help. It does, we don't have to struggle alone. We have support all around. Lemon myrtle will help you to cut through any fog, any sort of autopilot feelings that you're on that are stopping you from living with joy and having a good belly laugh and really enjoying life. So do that. Thank you for being on with me today. There's so many oils we could talk about. If I've missed anyone, I'll go back to the chat a little bit later on and connect with each of you. And those of you who want to know how to get your wholesale packs, I'll definitely send you messages, details, and we can connect. And I would love you to invite me into your life as your oily guide. Thank you so much for being with me. Look forward to having you on with me again next week, same time, same place. In the meantime, I want you to go out there and find every possible excuse to laugh. Have a good laugh and just see how that feels. And maybe come on next week and tell me how your week has gone. Have a wonderful week, my friends. Live life, laugh lots, love lots, and I'll see you soon. Bye.